YouTube. All right, so look, we're gonna do this is an extended version of the Desmond Bane to Orlando trade for KCP and Cole Anthony. This is the extended version. Um, I've already released my version on in the video that I just dropped, so y'all go check that out. I already done dropped my version of the trade. So let's tap into some ESPN version now. Obviously tomorrow we're gonna hear from Stephen A. and all them. So, I might react to that probably like tomorrow night. I might give my reaction to the first take version of it, or I might not. Let's just hear what Brian Windhorst has to say. I've seen a little bit of this, so we're gonna get into this. We're also gonna watch some Angel Reese highlights. She had her triple double today in the win versus the Connecticut Sun, and then we're also gonna speak on what happens next with the Memphis Grizzlies with John Morant contract and Jaren Jackson contract. So let's just tap into it. Let's get into the video. Y'all like, comment, subscribe to K Palace. That's that. What the fuck?
Seasons ago. All right, so with that, let's bring in our senior NBA writer, Brian Windhorst. He's here. Wendy, this seems like an awfully lot, and certainly no disrespect to Desmond Bane, to trade for to get him. What more can you tell us?
Yeah, let's break this trade into two parts and focus on the Orlando side and the Grizzlies side. And I promise you the Grizzlies side is more interesting. But first, we're going to talk about Orlando. The Magic have needed more offense for a year, and it was actually a little bit mystifying that they didn't make a trade at mid-season when they had a bunch of expiring money on their books, when they wouldn't have had to give up a player beyond this year, and didn't do so. And they really collapsed offensively down the stretch and were not a threat in the playoffs because of it. So they trade for a guy in Desmond Bane, who over the last 3-4 years has averaged about 20 points and shot over 40%. He's under controlled long-term contract, plays both ends of the court, a quality player. And they also trade Kentavious Caldwell-Pope away. You have to look at this trade not only as acquiring Desmond Bane, but they're offloading the contract of Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. He was a big free agent signing a year ago, but he did not have a good year, okay, guys? And he's owed $43 million over the next 2 years. So part of what they're paying with those picks is for Bane, but also to offload what is viewed as a bad contract. It is a rich thing to trade. The 16th pick in this draft isn't viewed as super expensive, but unprotected in 26, 28, and 30. We have no idea what those teams are going to be. That's a big price, but they're paying for get rid of Caldwell Pope and to acquire Bane. That's what you have to understand. Now, let's turn the page to the Grizzlies. What does this mean for the Grizzlies? This is now what is being asked in the league because this is a rebuild trade, okay? While Kentavious Caldwell-Pope has proven to be a key piece of a championship contender twice in his career, last season did not look like that, and he has gotten older and has a big contract. So this is a trade where the Grizzlies are pivoting a little bit, and it's not an insane thing because if you look at the Western Conference and you look at how tough it is to compete, and you look at what Memphis thinks about their hand, it may be the time to do a little bit of a pivot. There's not almost anybody in the Western Conference who is really rebuilding right now. Everyone's kind of got the gas put down, including the Jazz. The Jazz are intending to try to turn it up. And so what this means is the next question is, what about John Morant and Jaren Jackson Jr.? And I don't know the answer to this. This is something that we're just started trying to figure out with this trade. The whole league is now going to investigate this, and we haven't heard from the Grizzlies yet. And if I was at the Grizzlies press conference, this is the number one question I would be asking. I wouldn't be asking about Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. I wouldn't be asking about Cole Anthony. I wouldn't be asking about those 4 first-round picks. I'd be asking, do you intend to extend John Morant and Jaren Jackson Jr., both of whom are extension eligible this summer? Are you going to try to, is that what you're doing now, or are you pivoting the franchise? So to me, that's the big story emanating out of this trade.
Okay, great perspective there. But if you had to give up a couple of players and 4 unprotected first-round picks to get Desmond Bane, what in the heck will you have to give up to get Kevin Durant?
Well, again, I just want to point out, I know that's the headline, and I get it, and it is a steep price, but they're not just paying to acquire Bane. They're also paying to offload Caldwell Pope. Caldwell Pope's contract at this point, he just had arguably his lowest output season of his career, certainly in years. And again, he's under contract for 2 years. So if you just did a trade, just trading Caldwell Pope, you would have had to pay with that, with maybe a first-round pick and a half. So that's part of it. I do think it's a little rich, but I don't think you can compare it straight to Durant. I know that's what people are going to leap to, but you have to look at it on both ends of that spectrum.
Okay, well, the good thing for the Magic, when you talk about Desmond Bane, really the only Western Conference players last season to average more points per game, rebounds per game, assists per game than Bane, Nikola Jokic, and LeBron.
Some people just know they could save hundreds on cars.
Yeah, so I ain't gonna lie, bro. I forget if KCP did have a down year last year. He didn't really get a lot of burn.
I'm with you here on.
Yeah, he didn't really get a lot of burn last year. I forget. As far as KCP, he does have a big contract. Like he does have a big contract. I forget how much bread he got paid to go to Orlando. I forget. And he was paid that bread because of what he did in Denver. Um, but I mean, we gonna see what happens. You know, what I mean, we gonna see what happens. As far as Ja and Jaren, I forgot Ja is contract extendable. I forgot about Ja. He is up for a contract extension. I don't know. I mean, is he gonna sign it or is he gonna decline and you know what I mean? Try to get like a trade or something out of there. I don't know. But we gonna tap into it. Jaren for sure is up. Yeah, with KCP, um, Orlando definitely did need some more offensive power besides Apollo and Franz. Even though Franz didn't really do as much as Apollo, but they for sure needed some more offensive help from somewhere else, and clearly they wasn't getting it. And that I know that one game Cole Anthony went off, and that's why I said Memphis is lucky to get Cole Anthony as well in that trade because he could come off the bench and provide what Ja um, probably can't do all the time, which is score a lot. You know what I mean? He gonna get help with Cole Anthony, so that's tough. I think Cole Anthony is a sleeper in this trade, but Cole Anthony he's a bucket. Like he's a problem when he really get the minutes. He's a problem. But yeah, man, we gonna see what happens, man. But as far as Memphis, man, I don't know what's gonna happen with them. Like, we gonna have to just find out and see. But let's get into some WNBA. We're gonna react to Angel Reese had a triple double. She even got into like a little scuffle. You know what I'm saying? But we're gonna react to some Angel Reese, her first career triple double. 11 points, 13 boards, and 10 assists, I think. So yeah, man, we're gonna get right into this and then we're gonna end the video off this right here.
Draws two. Diaby inside, can't handle it, poked away by the Sky. Here's Reese running the floor. She'll patiently pull it out. Atkins over two defenders, sticks the midi.
And that's where she thrives.
And you get the sense Chicago is really starting to settle in after not the cleanest start, and the defense fueling it right now.
And is the video kind of like blurry? Is it blurry to y'all? Yo, Angel Reese is a part. Yo, Angel Reese, bro. When she gets hurt, I feel like when she understands the game, Angel gonna get that. Like she's gonna really be great. She gonna be great. You know what I'm saying? I feel like when Angel get like her offensive bag down, she gonna be unstoppable. I'm not gonna lie. She's already a god off the rebounds. Like off, I'm talking about she's a glass cleaning god. Offensive rebounds and defensive rebound, bro. Well, I don't know about defensive rebound, but the offensive rebound, then she got that. Like she's a problem on the glass. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. You know what I mean? Just her presence alone, it's gonna be terrifying going down the road. Um, cause when she get the offensive rebound, I mean, cause when she get the scoring points and when she learns how to shoot, it's gonna be over with. Like, bro, when Angel get a consistent jumper, it's gonna be over with for y'all, bro.
Oh, the young, nice finish and an excellent find by Reese. Here's Reese, waiting for some traffic to develop. This time will put on the floor against Charles, goes glatt. What a finish by Angel Reese.
Get the defense up in the air and then find an angle to finish.
Atkins, long two.
And the Sky got the win. So she gets this career triple double, and they finally get the win. I know it's against the Connecticut Sun, I know, but they still got the win.
Williams to the cup, and Chicago in perfect rhythm right now.
And Tyler Marr showing full confidence in her. She has played the majority of this second half as Atkins with the midi.
The vision from Reese and just her ability to get quality looks for her teammates all afternoon. Van Lith, again, that crossover just gets her so wide open off the dribble. 5 seconds left to shoot. Reese, Van Lith, the rookie. The youngster from Wenatchee has been the apple of Chicago's eye. So wide open off the dribble. 5 seconds left to shoot. Reese, Van Lith, the rookie.
Oh yeah, and Haley Van Lith, she finally got some burn. And she had like 16 points. Like she finally got some burn. Yo, listen, if the Sky want to get better, that they gonna have to play Haley more minutes. She should not be coming off the bench, bro. She should not be coming off the bench. I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. She needs to start. Like she needs to start. Like she needs to start. But shout out to Angel Reese, and Caitlin Clark, both doing great things this weekend. As we lead into the week, you know what I'm saying. But hopefully y'all enjoy the video, man. Like I said, when Angel gets a consistent jumper and the offensive game is gonna get better. Like once the offensive game gets better and she gets to scoring the points with the rebounds and she get a consistent jumper, she's gonna be a serious problem. Like it's gonna be like her, Asia Wilson, and Brianna Stewart and Natalie Collier situation where that's like the big four. You know what I'm saying? Like De'Erica Hamby's in that conversation, and Sabali from the Mercury, she's in that conversation too. Hopefully y'all enjoy the video, man. Y'all like, comment, subscribe if you new, man. And I am out this thing. Game 5 tomorrow. Yeah, Game 5 tomorrow of the NBA Finals. And I'm gone.